what great chemistry the Warriors have.
Yeah, and they just won a championship.
Blake Griffin for three.
Can the six-time NBA All-Star help the Celtics win the championship? Or will the injuries get in the way? Again, Blake Griffin, former slam dunk champion and a six-time NBA All-Star, has signed a one-year veteran contract with the Boston Celtics. Blake Griffin, the first pick of the 2009 NBA Draft, has joined the Boston Celtics. In his rich career, Griffin played college basketball at Oklahoma, his hometown. He became the first Oklahoma player to win 6 National Player of the Year awards. When he declared for the NBA Draft, giving up his final 2 college years, he was considered a top prospect in the league. He was drafted by the Clippers as the #1 pick overall. The day before the start of the 2009 to 2010 season, Griffin injured his left knee. After resting for several weeks, he had to undergo knee surgery, missing the remainder of the season. The next season, he was still a rookie, but he played like an all-star. He had double-doubles in 27 consecutive games, which is the most by any rookie in modern NBA history. He also had 2 games with over 40 points, the first rookie to do so since Allen Iverson. He was unanimously selected the Rookie of the Year after leading all rookies in points, rebounds, and double-doubles. Also, in 2011, he became the slam dunk champion after he spectacularly dunked over a car. In a shortened season of 2012, Griffin started averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds per game. He and his teammate Chris Paul soon became the unstoppable duo when it came to offensive pick-and-roll plays. When DeAndre Jordan joined the team, Lob City was born. Under the watchful eye of their new coach, Doc Rivers, the Clippers went from complete losers to the most exciting team to watch in the NBA. Their lobs, Griffin's and Jordan's dunks and blocks, were something every fan anxiously awaited, whether they played on their home court or away. Under their core roster, the Clippers made the playoffs in the next 6 years. Griffin averaged record numbers, playing alongside Chris Paul and getting much-needed space to show his athleticism. In 2015, his troubles with injuries began again. After dropping 40 on the Utah Jazz, he tore his left quadriceps. Then he injured his right hand after assaulting a member of the Clippers staff. He missed 45 games due to injuries and suspension, and after playing only 9 games, he again injured his left quad. In 2016, Griffin soon began breaking records. In a win against the Timberwolves, Griffin reached 9,000 career points, 4,000 rebounds, and 1,500 assists. He was the fastest player to reach that hallmark since Larry Bird. His passing game also improved tremendously. Blake showed that he could shoot the ball, as well as play as a point guard when he needs to. Soon, he reached 10,000 points, becoming the second player in franchise history with that achievement. Still, the injuries kept bugging him. First, he injured his right big toe. Then he sprained his TCL. In 2018, Griffin was traded to the Detroit Pistons and immediately started going to work. He put up big numbers and he played like we had never seen him before. Shooting, guarding, playing pick, passing, he could do everything. In October, he scored a career-high 50 points, including the game-winning free throw. In January 2019, he scored 445 points, surpassing Isaiah Thomas as the most in a single month in Pistons history. After an amazing scoring season, his left knee started ailing him, so he had to undergo another surgery. In 2020, he had to undergo another surgery on his left knee, and he missed the remainder of the season. In March 2021, Blake signed with the Brooklyn Nets. Having already superstars like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, Griffin accepted the much less significant role in order to secure his team a championship. As Rob Mahoney said, "The dunks are great, but it's his multi-layered impact that has paved his early road to stardom." Griffin demonstrated his defensive capabilities last season, drawing 26 charges, most in the league, when he played against his current teammates in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. He scored 8 points in the fourth quarter and 2 threes, and on the defensive end, he played his part. He was the much-needed energy that came off the bench. And I guess the Celtics saw it too, and didn't want to miss an opportunity to sign Blake Griffin for a minimum veteran wage. His ability to defend the positions from 1 to 5 is unique, and his basketball IQ and veteran experience will surely mean a lot to the young Celtics roster. His shooting has improved tremendously, and he can be an excellent addition to their small ball style of play. To be honest, I think Blake Griffin isn't needed as much in the regular season as he's needed in the playoffs. He's a great perimeter defender. He can move his feet very well, which he showed last season when he drew 26 charges. He is also ready to shoot the ball from long range, and his passing ability is phenomenal for a relatively big guy, since their main big guy, Robert Williams, is injured, and Danilo Gallinari tore his ACL. Griffin is a much-needed player in their already weakened rotation. Their backup center, Luke Cornett, sprained his ankle, and he will also miss the start of the season, since the Celtics don't want to put too much pressure so early on Al Horford, their star center. Getting Blake to cover the big guys on the defensive end is a much-needed respite for Horford. We're just hoping that Blake doesn't soon join their roster of injured players, since he has a well-known history of injuries plaguing him, especially his left knee. But Marcus Smart, his new teammate, spoke highly of Blake. Last year, he led the league in charges taken, which, for a guy that doesn't play as much, speaks volumes about what he does. Smart, starting point guard for the Boston Celtics, is also a great defensive player, and the two of them could give their opponents a lot of struggle. Their new interim head coach is Joe Mazulla, who inherited that position from Ime Udoka, who was suspended for the whole season due to an improper relationship, aka he had an affair with a female employee. Joe Mazulla is only 34. He is younger than Al Horford, their veteran star center. It remains to be seen what can Mazulla accomplish in such a short period, with a significantly weakened roster. Mazulla is the youngest head coach since the late great Bill Russell played as a player coach in the 60s. He had only 2 years of experience being a head coach, and that was at a college level. The Celtics recognized his lack of experience and want to strengthen their coaching staff. They are interested in 2 available former head coaches, Frank Vogel, who won the NBA championship title with the Lakers, and Terry Stotts. Vogel began his career in the Celtics as the head video coordinator. Stotts is known as a great offensive coach, while Vogel is a great defensive coach. Stotts led the Blazers as the head coach for 9 seasons. Since the Celtics were the best defensive team in the last season, and they've also added Malcolm Brogdon, who is a great defender, they would benefit the most from an offensive coach like Stotts. With 3 superstars in the shape of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and veteran Al Horford, and with the help of Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, Blake Griffin, and the rest of the players, the Celtics could make that one more step and take the championship title. If they manage to stay clear of injuries, something they have not managed to avoid so far, with Gallinari and Williams out, they could easily make that one more step. As a reminder, the Celtics led the Warriors in the 2021 NBA Finals 2-1. Having such young, talented players like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who keep on improving and keep on raising the bar, makes them more dangerous every year. Since the East is pretty weakened, I have no doubt the Celtics could sweep the Eastern Conference playoffs again, and this time, learning from their past experience and with a widened roster, claim their 18th championship title.